one sec, is this working? Can I just get you to state your name and your title?
So my name is Lorcan. I'm Deputy President and Welfare Officer in UL Student Life.
Perfect. And could you just tell us a bit about Women's Health Week that was taking place this week? What sort of events were on?
Yeah, so I suppose Women's Health Week, so this year was the first year we did a Men's Health Week, a Transgender Health and Awareness Week, and was really conscious we needed it. Semester 2 is one of these weeks where one of these semesters I think can just like fly by. So it was really important we got a Women's Health Week in before we left. I suppose the Women's Health Week, just like the Men's Health Week, was trying to address issues that disproportionately affect women on campus and women in UL. What was going on? So we had a campaign launch for our Anytime of the Month campaign. I say "our" in the loosest terms because it's actually one of our students, Clodagh Gearan, who thought of this campaign to address period poverty amongst students, but amongst people in UL and Limerick in general. We had a film screening of the Oscar award-winning short documentary Period End of Sentence. We also had a open forum discussion on, I suppose, women's rights in Ireland in 2019. I suppose the successes and the challenges that have come and are still to come, which was a really successful event, really well attended by both students and staff. So we're hoping to make it like more of a kind of a regular thing where every maybe 6 to 8 weeks we'll invite a group of women into a room again and just going to speak about the advantages of women's rights and what's next for the women's movement. And then on Wednesday we had a Breast Cancer Awareness Day. So we had a Breast Cancer Ireland outreach worker called Juliet O'Connell came in to give a talk on the signs and symptoms of breast cancer, and as well gave attendees a chance to learn how to self-examine their own breasts to see what is normal, what's not normal on a mannequin.
And do you think, in the case of period poverty, do you think enough is being done in universities around Ireland at the moment?
Yeah, I'd say not. I suppose we teamed up with the Homeless Period, which is a national charity that tackles period poverty, and we became the first drop-off point for sanitary products for donations in Limerick back in September or October. And I suppose, in universities around the country, I'd imagine it's not. I suppose I'm not really sure what's going on in other universities, but I know definitely UL could be doing more. Clodagh's campaign is amazing. It's really, bringing period poverty to the fore, and she's gotten a huge amount of support from, like senior level, like lecturers and different department heads and faculty heads. So I think it's going to do a lot. I think as I said, there's a lot still we can do in terms of just making sanitary products much more widely available and freely available for anyone that would need them.
And one of the things UL has done recently is they put sanitary products in the gender-neutral bathrooms. Do you think it's really important that a movement like this stays inclusive of all genders?
Yeah, 100%. So I suppose, and I know myself, I'm guilty of this sometimes. That the language we use can something be non-inclusive, and something can be a bit off-putting. I suppose is bad for word for it, but non-inclusive. I suppose it's really important that we do ensure that period poverty isn't a woman's problem. Period poverty is society's problem, and that a number of people will need it who maybe don't identify as women. So that's really important as well.
And in the case of, I know that you're mentioning toiletry drives for homeless people. Another thing UL does is kind of using UL as a drop-off point for people in direct provision as well. Do you think that they might be forgotten about in the conversation a little bit, and that's important to kind of think of them?
Yeah, hugely. I suppose when you're on $38.80 a week, or was $21.60 a week, which is baffling to kind of think about, something which is a necessity like a sanitary product, a tampon, a pad, that's something that people in direct vision, if it's not provided, have to spend their allowance on, allowance that really is not it like is it, it's well, it's not fit for purpose in the first place, but it's not there for buying these necessities that people should have and should be given to or given with. So yeah, I think it's really important that we remember those who are in direct vision and really realize that the struggles that we have, in the outside world, um, are just as prevalent for people living in direct vision.
And so my final question is, a lot of colleges and secondary schools, especially in the UK, have started offering kind of free sanitary products in all of their bathrooms. Do you think that this could be a possibility for UL in the future and secondary schools around Ireland?
Yeah, I really hope so. I suppose so. Only just this week we started providing free sanitary products in our bathrooms in the student union, and so we're going to continue to do that because we think it's really important. And then I suppose in the next few months or years, we hope to bring that to well and saying that look, we are doing this, we are providing free sanitary products, and they're not being taken advantage of. So it's there, they're going to take advantage of the free thing we didn't. And then we can say, why aren't we doing this? What we used to do, we should also do this. We are. So yeah, I would be hopeful that in the future that there will be some